You think it's right to have players be away from the team? You know, PJ Tucker and Bones Highland, you know, obviously were sent home for the road trip slash All-Star break from the, you know, Los Angeles Clippers. And PJ Tucker also got the biggest fine this year in $75K for basically publicly demanding a trade. But
It's a lot of
you know,
sneakers he gave up. A lot of sneakers he gave up.
What were y'all thoughts on that?
So the original question is it right to have players? So is it right for like general managers
to be like, yo, don't show up?
I think it's always been a little odd, but I understand it in situations where they're up for trade and the general manager wants him to sit so that he does. Oh, my bad. You good? That the general manager doesn't want him to get injured before the trade request happens. But as far as like
post trade, they're doing this.
Yeah, players being disgruntled and them keeping them away. I think they have the right to do it. I do think that there's probably no. I'll say that they have the right to do it. I'll just keep it at that. Bones Highland though, it's really crazy. Like, who's playing ahead of him now? Because I mean, I guess he's at point guard, so Harden.
That's the only thing.
That's the reason.
Just not enough minutes.
See, it's crazy because this same kind of thing happened to and this, I mean, he's a lesser player. I'll say that, but it's the same thing that happened to Talon Tucker when the Lakers traded for Russell Westbrook, and he was getting his legs underneath him as, you know, player in the league and established, and then, you know, ultimately an actual, you know, former All-Star veteran comes in, takes your minutes. But Bones can play, man. I saw him, you know, when he was in Denver. Like I felt like he's capable of playing in the league. He shouldn't be.
Yeah, even before the trade, like I was satisfied with what we had.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But if you can get James Harden,
you gotta
go get James Harden. What are your thoughts on this?
I think it depends on the situation, but in this situation, I think it's fine because both players are completely out of the rotation. Like, they were only getting garbage time minutes, so you already know that they're not about to play, and they're both disgruntled about not playing. And you're on a road trip, and it's right before the All-Star break.
Affect the team too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, when it's one thing if these were home games, but you're on a road trip, so that means y'all are all traveling around each other, have to be around each other, so the sulking is bigger, it matters more. And especially, it's like we're right before the All-Star break. Y'all go home, be with your families, get your mind right, and then like come back, and maybe you'll play in the second half of the season. But I think it would be one thing if they just sent them home versus like they're probably causing issues that made it easier for the team to just be like, yeah, we'll catch y'all after.
How you feel about the $75K? That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, I think the league has to do something about players directly forcing their hand in their destination, like
especially mid players.
Yeah,
who are you, bro? PJ, like, come on, bro.
They do got to do something about that because I mean, ultimately though, like the players do have some leverage to an extent, you know, based on where they're at in their contract years and stuff like that. But I do think that, you know, those fines do need to happen. So I agree. Okay. I agree with that.